Hi everyone, it's Angry Turtle, and we just hit 10,000 subscribers. That's some insane number for me, and I want to tell every single one of you that clicked or tapped on this subscribe button. I'm extremely grateful. I was never expecting to hit 10,000 subscribers so fast, like last couple weeks. That was insane. In the same time, I have 3 new Patreons: Chris Cohen, Norman Robertson, and Muffinman 5249. Welcome to Turtle's Army. I appreciate your support, every single one of you. And now about today's video. We have Stealth Commando build. And as usually, we'll start from some demonstration what this build can do. And I'm hungry and thirsty, then we'll fix this first before going into any combat. This will be good. Liver, soft shell meat, and where is my smoked scorched beef slang? Yeah, if you have a lot of food, guys, with some buffs that are useful for your build, just use it. Don't keep it forever, just weight you down. You have it, you use it. Okay, we have some super mutants that are not under level. That's perfect. And the reason I like to do the build showcase first rather than show you all the perk cards and all the gear I'm using, it's because it's really handy to know what the build is actually doing before you will be committed into figuring out what is needed for the build. Then that's why I'm doing that always in this order, but I will put timestamps. And as you can see, the super mutants are dying. I actually do not even need to shoot like 2 rounds per super mutant, and those headshots are probably unnecessary. Let's switch to a body shots. This one is relaxing in here. And as you can see, my stealth is working. And what I'm doing to make it work, I will let you know as well. Like, basically, I changed some mutations a little bit, because generally the mob seems to be a little more perceptive, or maybe it's just something with the game engine, and I think there was probably at least some of you said to me that can be connected with chameleon mutation, and it's pretty much possible. This was under level, but level 48 died in one shot as well. Okay, let's see how it works versus some legendary level 65 Scorch Beasts. And all those Scorch, as you can see, Scorch are easy. It's one shot to the torso. Yeah, VATS sometimes can still fail you and do not register, but generally with automatic rifles, VATS is doing very well. My stealth is doing very well as well. Oh, is she going to land? Oh, that's perfect. Look at that, give me your head. Did you saw that? That's the power of this build. That's why everyone wants to play a Stealth Commando solo. It's not weak. By no means, and you can take down Scorch Beasts that are flying. If I will get this one back in here, level 80 legendary Scorch Beast, I can bring her attention. I can show you what you can do with a Scorch Beast that is flying around. Annoying Scorch Beast flying around, you just start shooting, and annoying Scorch Beast is not flying around anymore. It's annoying Scorch Beast dead on the ground that sometimes can follow you, unless it was fixed. But it was hilarious when that Scorch Beasts were following you on the map whenever you fast traveled. Yeah, I think we did well. Oh, there is one more. Can we reach her? You actually need to hit her. Then she's coming lower and start looking for you. She cannot find you anyway, but look at that, another Scorch Beast down. Do you like it, everyone? As I was asked about my Stealth Commando build so many times that here I go. I'm providing you with the build. First, how it works. And what else I want to show you that the gear that I'm using, it's like not necessary. You do not need to go with all crazy build, but first let's see if it works on ghouls as well. And what else I want to do, because I just hit this 10,000 subscribers, obviously there is like nothing that I can do to pay off all your support, everyone, but I'm going to do 10 hours live stream, and I will be answering your questions. I will be doing what I can to help you guys. If you will get any questions about build, like pimp my build, I will be doing that. If you will have any other questions, I will try to answer as many questions as possible and help you in whatever manner I can actually help you. I will be streaming for 10 hours straight. It will be from like 6 p.m. GMT. Oh, another legendary. Then 6 p.m. GMT, it's like in 6 hours from the time of this video going live. Then you can expect that, and I will be live, as I said, full 10 hours. And as you can see, I can play with those ghouls. There is absolutely no problem for this build. They provide zero threat. It is possible that they will detect you at some point. It's like the build that will never get detected, will never back out, does not exist. But the chance for them to actually detect you is pretty low. You basically need to just keep staring into their eyes, and then you can see if you are very, very close, the bracket will be closing, and then you are detected. But you still have a power of shooting. See, I died. If you really want them to detect you, they will detect you. And what I'm using at this moment, I have high capacity backpack to help me carry stuff. I have this Radical's face mask that's unyielding. I have shielded leathers that provide me with extra agility and perception. I have Secret Service chest piece with some radiation resistance and jetpack installed. Apart from that, other pieces are for stealth. It's all leather with shadowed mods. And from all those pieces, this one is with harder to detect while sneaking. And other just have some random effects like 1 perception, junk weight reduction, and here brief underwater plus 1 luck. Then yeah, the most important part is unyielding leather, because only leather can be equipped with shadowed that is actually working. And now, as obviously not everyone will have endgame gear to use it and all the exact same set, I want to show you that it works even without that. Like I have with me Chinese stealth armor that is relatively easy to get. Then I'm going to equip that. I'm going to unequip my Radical's face mask, as it's not as easy to get and you need to roll a couple times. Then I have just my stealth armor and high capacity backpack. And for the weapon, I'm going to switch for this Bloodied level 5 pipe rifle. Then you cannot go you cannot go too much lower than that. And let's see what we can do. As you can see, they do not die from one shot, but as it's a stealth commando, then basically it's very easy to put couple shots. And we can swap for a headshot as well. Even though we do not have this crazy bonus to perception, but because it's commando and we have concentrated fire, we can easily get up with the aim. They are dying. And even if you do not have a legendary weapon, we have this handmade. That's not a legendary one, regular one. And this will one-shot them. It's stronger than a pipe. For obvious reasons, it's a max level, although it's not a legendary and it's a handmade. Let's see if we can jump on some bigger target. And what some people ask me, like when you are shooting in VATS, in top left corner, you do not have information about your sneak attacks multipliers. But regardless of that, if you pay attention to damage numbers, I am getting this sneak attack multiplier. It's just not showing in the corner because when you are in VATS, I think it's kind of UI change. It's only show the VATS critical just to do not spam this info space. And glowing behemoth level 95, still non-legendary handmade equipped. You can see level 45 regular handmade. And let's see what we can do with a headshot. Oh, what's going on? Why is my handmade not working? Okay, reload. And we are back. That was my bad. I modified the handmade with hardened receiver instead of powerful. That's the mod you want for your handmade if you want to use this build. That's what I recommend at least. You can use different stuff, but that's what I recommend. And now we are back with a Super Mutant Behemoth. It's slightly damaged from the last time. Let's see what we can do. I think we did well, much better than with hardened receiver. And now hunting bats on a budget. We are still at regular handmade and stealth suit. As you can see, I'm invisible all the time. Then we are going for hunting those scourge beasts on a budget. It means like basic gear. And I'm in danger. Back to caution, please. Yeah, what happened recently, like enemies are much more perceptive when you start shooting. As long as I'm not shooting, it's fine. When I start shooting, you can actually die. I just unequip escape artist because it's possible that it actually have a negative effect or when you are using the stealth suit. Instead of helping, it's making the stuff harder. Maybe escape artist is not the best for stealth suit. Can be causing some bugs. Where is the bat? Oh. Okay, bat is coming. Let's see if we can get him down with regular handmade. Yeah, I think we did very well. That's regular handmade. Still the same one. Not the bloodied, not anything like that. That's all the power of the build. And thanks to concentrated fire, we can hunt stuff across the map almost. Let's see if ghouls can confirm that removal of escape artist is beneficial in this situation. Let's ask them. What do you have to say, ghouls? Is it helpful that I remove my escape artist? Seems fine. Now into some more details. I already show you my armor, and basically high capacity backpack is here only because I want to carry more stuff. Can use different one, but it's not necessary. The weapon, any commando weapon will do great. If you need a weapon that will do great versus Scorch Beast Queen, then definitely Bloodied Fixer, faster fire rate, that's something we are looking for. Explosive weapons, totally not necessary. You can use them, but I prefer faster fire rate, feels better, and is more effective versus Scorch Beast and Scorch Beast Queen. Now, quick look onto the mutation, and as I said, if you have some buffs like for agility, lags, max HP from your food, use it. Then what we have under mutations? We have Adrenal Reaction to increase our damage, obviously. Bare Bones, as agility is directly affecting your ability to sneak. Carnivore, that's a lazy perk. With this perk you can eat raw meat and you do not need to worry about gathering any food. Then we have Eagle Eyes, crit damage and perception, it's always good. Marsupial, extra carry weight, jump height, we are losing intelligence, but if you will be using unyielding set after all, you will be fine. And Speed Demon, mainly for this reload speed, and faster sneaking is always good as well. Now into the perks. Under strength, whatever costs you 1 point and you feel like you need it, equip it. I'm using Drowning Pharmacy to reduce weight of the camps a little bit. Then we have all the Commando perks, we have Tank Killer perk, obviously for damage, and Concentrated Fire as well for damage. Then Perception is fully stacked to increase our damage. Fireproof under Endurance, it's awesome perk, I do recommend that, because usually if you'll be hit by something, it will be like splash damage from explosion. This will allow you to survive that. Like, let's say you will accidentally be too close to the car that's going to explode. See, you can survive it. And even though I was in a stealth suit at this moment, if I will equip my armor, the same situation, it's one of the reasons why armor is superior to stealth suit. It's actually giving you a little more protection. I shoot this car, I barely took any damage whatsoever. All those explosions, I'm getting some staggers, but I'm not taking damage. Oh, I found one more ghoul. Next, Tenderizer. It's very powerful perk. For some reason, people do not like it. I was testing it, it's really worth it. Because it's a different multiplier than any other multiplier. you can expect from max rank or the tenderizer your damage to go up around 10%. Next, under intelligence, it's a nerd rage, and then whatever 2 perks you want to squeeze in. And why is intelligence 5? I swap it after the Wastelanders. The main reason is sharing perks like a max rank of gunsmith. It's really hard because it's 5 points and now only your base charisma matter, which means you will need to find someone with 15 charisma to share with you gunsmith to modify the weapons. And the trend is that the new weapons we are getting cannot be traded, would mean your other character or your friend cannot mod it for you. Therefore, for all my characters from now on, I'm aiming for at least 5 intelligence, even if build does not require it. Then under agility, obviously cover operative to boost your sneak damage, Mr. Sandman to boost your sneak damage even further during the night. Sneak, that's self-explanatory. Gunfu, it's usually useful, it's not necessary, but it's nice to have. And adrenaline, that's an amazing perk, it boosts your damage like crazy. And normally here is escape artist, but you can try to remove it if you have problems with your stealth suit. If your stealth is for no reason breaking, then you can try to run without escape artist. Under luck, there is a lot of goodies here. I recommend very high luck, because higher your luck, the faster your crit will recharge. And what's the most important, it's maybe only a little bit of damage sometimes, but still it's more damage, and it's a guaranteed hit that allows you to quickly annihilate like an enemy when needed. Grim Reaper's Sprint, since the jetpack was introduced, this will allow your AP bar to be like almost always full, and if you need to use your jetpack, you always can, because you have AP to do so. If you have like a full set of armor with AP regen, faster AP regen, then you can probably give up on this perk. But if you are not so lucky to have full set of unyielding AP regen, shadowed leather, then this perk will solve like most of your problems. Then Star Genes, that's obviously to keep your mutations, the 6 that I show you. Critical Savvy, that's an amazing perk. It's paired with unyielding and high luck. It's basically allow you to crit every second shot. And at this place, I have at this moment good with Salt, only because I have some food for sale and some food that I want to keep. Normally, I would recommend to use Serendipity or Tormentor, or better criticals if you need a little tiny bit more damage. It's not much, but you can always put it on if you are going for max damage and max DPS versus Scorch Visquid. About the weapons and armors, I already showed that. If you missed that for the weapon, I recommend, apart from powerful receiver, that's obvious, a line barrel, forceful stock. Forceful stock is for both lower AP cost and higher durability of the weapon. Perforating magazine, that's purely for damage, and Grim Reaper Sprint supposed to help you with your AP regeneration to keep using weapon with perforating magazine. Reflex Side Dot, it's for VATS again, it's reducing AP cost. Suppressor, that's obvious for sneak build. About the armor pieces, for the chest, if you have a jetpack, that's the best you can have. For every other single piece, I do recommend Shadowed Leather with ultralight build. Ultralight build mainly because once it's lighter, then you can carry more stuff, and it gives you 5 AP. It doesn't look like much, but if you have 4 pieces with ultralight, it's already 20 AP. And if you have any questions about this build, I will be using this build today during the stream. Then you can tune in. It's a 10 hours live stream. Ask any questions and I will try to answer as many questions as possible. And now, thank you a lot for watching and see you guys in the next one.